What you're about to see is not a political setback. It's not a tough news cycle. It's not a bump in the road for the Democrat Party. What we are literally witnessing in real time is an extinction-level event. I'm sure you're all aware of the bombshell ruling just delivered by the Virginia Supreme Court on Friday. They dropped what may be the single most consequential state court ruling of the entire 2026 election cycle. The Virginia Supreme Court, in a 4-3 decision, nullified the April 21st referendum that would have altered the state's 6-5 congressional district map to a radical 10-1 Democrat-dominated map. Virginia Democrats thought that they could win the national redistricting wars by pulling off this stunt that barely passed by less than 3 points, this redistricting referendum. It was not popular in the least, and the Virginia Supreme Court struck it down as blatantly unconstitutional. You can't just amend the Virginia Constitution however you want, whenever you want, right? There are procedural rules, obviously. The Virginia Constitution requires that any constitutional amendment be passed by 2 successive General Assemblies, meaning it has to go through the legislature, then through an election, then through the next legislature, and then to the voters. That's the clear, unambiguous process by which to amend the state's constitution. The Democrats emphatically did not do that, not even remotely. All their weeping and gnashing of teeth about democracy, didn't change the simple fact that they skipped a step. They rammed this referendum through in one session, and the Virginia Supreme Court called them out on it. And they shot the referendum down as blatantly unconstitutional. So the Democrat dream of a 10-1 House advantage in Virginia is gone. Officially gone. Dead. Buried. As is the Democrats' hopes of taking back the House. Axios is reporting that Democrat leadership is openly panicking as they more and more realize that the midterms are indeed slipping away from them. See, what's so fascinating about this upcoming midterms is that it's becoming increasingly apparent that this midterm election will not be decided by the normal pendulum swing of politics. So the pattern that's been operative in all but 3 midterm elections over the last century is that the party in power loses an average of 30 to 40 seats. There's only been 3 exceptions, 1934, 1998, and 2002. But this midterm is unique in that it's being decided more structurally, in that the massive gains that the GOP is making through mid-decade redistricting is now putting them just shy of 1 seat to keep the majority. Here's the latest congressional forecasted map from Inside Elections. They're now projecting that the Republicans are at 217 safe to leaning seats as a result of the Virginia Supreme Court decision, which means that they would only need to win a single toss-up seat to retain the majority at 218. Just one.